The Herman Miller Aeron is one of my favorite chairs, but the truth is it's not for everyone. Here are 10 reasons you should never buy the Aeron. The pellicle mesh on the Aeron is second to none, but it does give you a more firm seat than the average office chair. So if you do not like firm seats, this is not the chair for you. Many people at BTOD find this chair to be too firm and would never use the Aeron for this reason. But as someone who likes a firm seat, I find it to be a great balance of support, but still giving you that floating feeling. Check out my office chair tier list next. You'll see there's only one other chair with a mesh seat rated higher than a D. If you like to sit with your legs crossed, the Aeron is a hard pass. The hard frame on the Aeron really limits your seating positions. It forces you to keep your body centered on the chair so you don't make contact with the frame. I like to be able to sit with one leg underneath me or in different cross-leg positions. These are impossible or very uncomfortable in an Aeron. Now I get it, I'm spoiled with having options to sit in, both at the office and at home. So while the Aeron is a favorite in my rotation, if this were my only chair, being locked into a single seating position would be a deal breaker. Another product of the hard frame is that the Aeron feels very rigid, with no flex in either the seat or the backrest. Almost every chair you'll find in this premium price range will give you this ability. Looking at the STEELCASE Leap, Hayworth Fern, or even the Herman Miller EMBODY, you will have tons of flexibility in the seat and the backrest. This allows you to move around while you work with very little effort. Even going down to some lower priced chairs like the Han Ignition, you will have much more flexibility. Are you an A, B, or a C? Now let me explain. When you purchase an Aeron, you need to decide which size chair is right for you. Once you have your chair, the only adjustments you can make to fit your body type are the seat height, arms, and potentially lumbar adjustment. If you share the chair at home or in an office, this may be a greater problem. Someone who is 5'2" will not fit in the same chair as someone who is 6'2". Another problem is that you may prefer a C-sized seat, but a B-sized back, and that's not possible. Most of the Aeron's high-end competitors will give you much more adjustments to make the chair fit your body. I've often called the Herman Miller Aeron my favorite chair, but that does come with a little bit of an asterisk. When it comes to productivity at my desk and perfect ergonomics, then the Aeron is number one. And while the Aeron's recline is amazing, the chair is more suited for intense tasking, rather than spending hours sitting back gaming or watching a movie. If I chose the most comfortable chair to kick back and relax in, I would likely switch over to its brother, the Herman Miller EMBODY, or maybe another high-end upholstered chair. These chairs allow more movement, and I'll be honest, a fabric cushion just feels a little more cozy. If you are dead set on having a chair with a headrest, you'll have to look at third-party options. Herman Miller does not make a headrest for the Aeron. Your best option is to buy the Atlas headrest, which perfectly matches the look and feel of the chair. You honestly wouldn't be able to tell that this wasn't a complete Herman Miller made headrest, but you will have to buy it separately, and it's not cheap. At $190, the Atlas headrest is higher priced than many people's entire budget for a chair. Don't get me wrong though, I still think it's worth the money. If your budget is large enough for the Aeron, you should make it stretch for the Atlas. The nature of any full mesh chair is that it allows for air movement. This means that the chair will feel cooler than your typical fabric upholstered chair. For some, this is a big positive. If you are typically warm or live in a hot environment, you will love this. For those that are cold, even when they're wrapped in a blanket and the heat is cranked, this is not your chair. The Aeron will not hold any of your body heat in the chair. I will say it's better than a polyback chair. Chairs with a poly back will feel cold even to the touch, but the mesh of an Aeron will feel more neutral. This reason may sound a little nitpicky, but for those who like to make a lot of arm height adjustments, the Aeron might not be for you. Even with their newer flip-style arm adjustment, you still need to reach back behind the chair to release the arm, and it's quite difficult to make both arms match in height. Personally, this is an adjustment I like to just set and forget. But if you make arm height adjustments when sitting in different positions or need to change your arm angle for certain applications, this could be a deal breaker. There's a very small amount of options when it comes to purchasing an Aeron. My personal favorite look is the all-black gaming version. When you compare this to fabric upholstered chairs, they will typically have many options, with the ability to choose different frame and fabric colors and even textures. Not only are these options giving you a different look, but potentially a different feel of the chair. I will say it is hard to knock the Aeron's overall looks. It is the only chair I know of that's in a modern art museum. I saved a big one for last, price. The most obvious reason to never buy an Aeron. A fully loaded chair from Herman Miller will run you $1,750. To put that in perspective, you can get 11.5 Tacovas for that price. My preferred version of this chair includes forward seat tilt, posture fit lumbar support, and add on that Atlas headrest. That puts us at just under $2,000, so your expectations will be very high. And rightfully so. Keep in mind, for that price, you will be getting the best warranty in the industry and an extremely high build quality. What you need to decide is whether or not its pros outweigh the cons. You can call me crazy, but even after listing all these issues, I still love this chair.